everyone. Today we are going to learn about chapter number 1, Introduction to Environment. Now, as environment is made up of 4 components we studied: atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, biosphere. So these 4 components are interrelated to each other. The flow of energy can be 2 ways. You can see here arrows are in forward direction and backward direction also. That means energy is flowing both the ways. Energy is going from biosphere to atmosphere also, from atmosphere to biosphere also, from hydrosphere to biosphere, biosphere to hydrosphere, lithosphere to hydrosphere, hydrosphere to lithosphere, atmosphere to lithosphere, and lithosphere to atmosphere. So this is how the energy is flowing in two-way directional. Bidirectional energy flow is there. From lithosphere to biosphere also the energy is flowing in both the direction, right? So the energy is flowing in each component of the environment. So I can explain you how they are interrelated to each other by an example. As day by day pollution is increasing in the earth, so in biosphere the pollution is increasing because of living organism. So because of the pollution increase, the temperature will increase. As the temperature increases and as the humidity is increasing and the pollution is increasing, there will be more clouds formed. Clouds are from where? Atmosphere. So the energy is flowing from biosphere to atmosphere. Those clouds will rain, right? So the water will be flown in where? In hydrosphere. So the energy is flowing from atmosphere to hydrosphere. As the sea level will increase, the water will come from hydrosphere to lithosphere in form of floods. So you can see how the energy is flowing from biosphere to atmosphere to hydrosphere, hydrosphere to lithosphere, and how they are interconnected to each other. Now, there are 4 major environmental components: atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and biosphere. A schematic representation of 4 environmental components and their interrelationship is shown in the figure. The circle represents the sphere and the curved arrow indicates the flow path of the matter, as I have told you earlier. There is close dynamic, inseparable organic coupling or interrelationship among the environmental components. It is one of the components or linkage changes all other components respond. So how the energy is related to each other, and if there is change in one component, how the other component will change. That is also given here, as I told you by the example. If the temperature increases, the component in atmosphere will also change and the clouds will be formed more. Atmosphere may be considered as a transport component that moves the substance from atmospheric sources to the receptors. Hydrosphere is divided in 2 systems. One is fresh water and the other is marine water. The lithosphere is the solid shell of inorganic materials on the surface of Earth. Biosphere is thin shell of organic matter on the Earth's surface comprising of all living organisms. So we have studied all these 4 components: atmosphere, biosphere, lithosphere, and hydrosphere. Now, men and environment relationship. This is a very complicated relationship of men and environment, where we are the people who are harming the environment day by day. So it's very important that we study what is men's relationship with the environment. Worshipping of tree, rivers, animals and the birds was not based on superstition, but there was a hidden message of preserving and protecting of the environment. The religious rituals served an important purpose. They made people aware of the environment and it is important, and so indirectly helped preserve and nourish it. So here you can see how the people are worshipping the animals. So what that is showing, it is not just superstitious. For our existence, we should preserve the environment. That is what the relationship of men should be there with the environment, of preserving and conserving the environment. Now, men and environment relationship, community participation in all those practices that would lead to the maintenance of ecological balance. Man is the only living organism capable of modifying its surrounding environment according to the need, and other animals change according to the environment. So here basically what we are showing, that man can only change their environment, animals cannot change, they adapt the environment. So that is what is required by us. We should adapt the environment, not try to change it. Men and environment relationship. First, men started hunting the animals and cutting trees for his basic needs. Gradually, with the time, he started cultivating food, grains. For that, he started hunting animals and cutting trees for his basic needs. Gradually, with time, he started cutting forest and converting them into grasslands or agriculture field. To increase his comforts, he started distributing each and every component of the environment. So what they are doing right now, people are converting forest area into agricultural land. It is also known as shifting zoom cultivation. So shifting zoom cultivation is where farmers cut forest area and convert them into agricultural land. They cut the trees, burn the trunk. While burning the trunk, the nutrients in the soil are also burned. So the leftover nutrients are utilized by them for some period of time, and so when those nutrients are depleted from that soil, again they'll shift from that place to another forest area, do the same process, and nutrients in the soil are depleted this way. So that is known as soil erosion, or we can say shifting zoom cultivation, where farmers move from one forest area to another forest area. As you can see here, the trees are cut and the animals are dying day by day. With the start of Industrial Revolution, the total scenario changed. Quality of carbon dioxide emission is increasing tremendously, which has started showing the effect in form of discharge of industrial waste and sewage. Major environmental issues arising due to human activities are global warming, acid rain, ozone layer depletion, and population explosion. We'll be studying about global warming, acid rain, ozone layer depletion, and population explosion in detail in the other chapters of environmental science, where you can see that how human beings, how mankind is affecting the environment day by day, and what are the problems created by these activities. As you can see here, the picture of Industrial Revolution, where a large amount of pollution is releasing in the atmosphere by the industries. Emission of CO2 and other gases in the atmosphere from fossil fuel burning and other human activities may rise the temperature of Earth's lower atmosphere several degrees by 2050. This would disrupt food production and flooding of low-lying coastal cities and croplands. So as the temperature will increase, the food production will reduce. By increasing 1 degree Celsius, 5% of food production is reduced. Already food production is less compared to the population of the earth, and if the temperature increases day by day, the food production will reduce more and more. An estimated 36,500 species of plants and animals became extinct each year, mostly because of human activities. The main factor which affect the distribution of population and human settlements are relief of land, climates, soil, mineral deposits, water supply. So day by day, by different human activities, we are destroying the environment. and that will ultimately affect us only. So what we should do, we should conserve the environment. That's why you are studying this subject. Okay. So, what we studied in today's lecture, relationship of atmosphere with biosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. Change in any of the component of environment will result into change in other three. So, if one component changes, then there will be changes in other three also. So what we studied next was man's relationship with the environment and how we are destroying the environment day by industrial revolution. And by industrial revolution, we are emitting more and more CO2 in the atmosphere. Then because of shifting zoom cultivation, where farmers are cutting trees and converting forest area into agricultural land, therefore depleting the soil nutrients. And by then how we are overutilizing water, the environment is affected, how animals are affected by our activities. So these all things which we have studied in today's lecture. Thank you for watching this video, and in next lecture we'll learn something new. Thank you.